Good evening, listeners. I'm Byron Bertram.
And I'm Ivan Penaluna.
And on tonight's episode,
Jihadi Elephant in the Closet.
Oh, you guys like to tell jokes and giggle and kid around, huh? Giggling like a bunch of young broads in a schoolyard. Well, let me tell a joke.
I wanted this to be professional.
I don't gotta listen to this shit.
You certainly don't, pal. Because the good news is... Awesome!
with Byron Bertram and Ivan Penaluna.
I thought we were going to call this episode Je suis Maricon.
What? No, that's... We couldn't call it that.
Well, why not?
That's outrageous. That's super offensive.
I know, but it's a great title. It's
Well,
better
it sounds sexy, but it's... I mean, yeah, it's funny. But no, it's not funny.
But it's better than Jihadi Elephant in the Closet.
Well, that's kind of what... Anyway, if you think that title is offensive, if you're listening to this, just, complain. At least we know where you're listening. Anyway, besides that, yeah, I mean, it's a terrible thing that happened. We don't know why this happened.
Yes, you do.
Well, yeah, but come on.
What? No, it's an Islamic attack on gay people.
Shh.
No, you're allowed. No, no one else is saying it. You got to say it.
Look, I'm totally pro gay rights and I'm totally pro jihadi rights.
But,
can I be both?
No, listen, right?
Look, I don't want to be prejudiced against jihadis.
People are going out of their way not to call this a jihadi attack.
Shh. If you're saying jihadi, you're associating that with somebody who might be darker skinned than you.
Okay, so I'll give a good example, right? CBC ran this story in the wake of the attacks in the hours after, and they said, in their best CBC voice, is that one with the short hair? And she goes... Terrible terror attack in Orlando. The police are looking into possible motives. And they showed a picture of the gunman, and he was there in the little fucking hat and the Pakistani pajamas. And I was thinking, am I living in a world of fucking idiots now?
Well, I mean, that's funny because, we all want to be like, oh, geez,
have you seen a picture of him? I mean, you may as well just show a picture of
but we don't know.
Mohammed Atta. I mean, it's pretty obvious what the motivation was. He's wearing Pakistani pajamas.
Yeah. Pakistani
in Orlando.
Pajamas.
Right? He's not on the way to Disneyland. Or maybe he was. But the point is, everybody's going to, Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama have gone out of their way not to say the words radical Islamic terror. In fact, Donald Trump, much to his credit, it's probably the only thing he's done this week that was actually a good idea, was actually said, listen, if you don't say these three little words and they're not I love you, then you may as well just fucking pack your bags and get the fuck out of here because you're useless as a president. And he's actually right. Barack Obama should fucking go if he cannot call this Islamic terror.
If he can't admit to it being a jihadi Islamic terrorist attack, I'm telling you, by next January, I want that guy fucking out.
See, even you can admit that it's an Islamic jihadi.
Well, of course it's an
attack.
Islamic jihadi terrorist.
Shh. Don't say that anywhere near any CBC people.
This is like real life Harry Potter. Thou shalt not name Voldemort.
That's right? Exactly what it is.
It's like Voldemort.
That's exactly how it is. You know how bad this is? Okay, this is how bad this is, right? The shooter, the guy, Omar Maten, he knew, right, that he couldn't trust Barack Obama's administration with his motives behind the attack. So he actually phoned it in. Just before we went in there, he went, hey, 911, yeah, my name is Omar Matan. I'm an Islamic terrorist and I'm about to shoot loads of gay people. Don't forget that bit. It's really important, right? I want this on record, yeah? Because I know that if Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama get hold of this information, they'll do anything but give me fucking credit for this.
They can't even get credit.
I can't get credit. ISIS is there going, can we get a fucking bit of credit for this shit?
Throw us a fucking bone, man.
Yeah, every time they blow some shit up, Barack Obama goes, no, still not Islamic terrorism. Not good enough to be called Islamic terrorism in my book. We've had 9/11. We know what Islamic terrorism looks like.
It was like that time I was in the movie Big Eyes and I had one line and I wasn't even in like just the starting credits there.
How is it like that? Oh, I say, because you've got no credit.
Yeah, I got no credit.
That's so tenuous. That is so tenuous and narcissistic.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, he knew, right? They're not going to get, can I get a witness? Can you fuck? No one's going to witness this thing. No one's going to say, yes, we understand your reasons for doing this. They're not going to say this. They're going to say, no, shh. CBC showing a picture of a guy in Pakistani pajamas and going, we're still looking for a motive.
It'd be like a bunch of black people just being like showing a bunch of pictures of black bodies and
then
a guy in
now.
a KKK outfit and then it'd just be like, I don't know why he did it.
Well, yeah, they would never do that, but it's the same sort. Absolutely, it's the same sort.
It'd be like, what was his motivation?
Yeah, we don't know. We're still trying to work out the motivation.
Yeah.
He was wearing white pajamas with a big spiky hood on just before he killed a load of black people. But we don't know the motivation.
It'd be like a fat guy
I think
getting
we
a
should-
prostitute and giving her money. And it's like, what's his motivation?
Yeah, I think we should probably ban guns because they're magic.
Well, here's the thing about the gun thing. I mean, this is a big debate, but why should anybody be allowed to legally purchase a semi-automatic weapon?
Okay, so let's backtrack this a little bit. If you're not willing to admit that it's Islamic terrorism, and you immediately...
No, of course I'm going to admit that.
No, and they're not. Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton are not willing to admit that it's Islamic terrorism, and they immediately spin this so it's about gun control. That tells me, I mean, that just stinks of progressive agenda, that does. I mean, they're not being honest about this. And if they're not being honest about the Islamic terrorism, then you've got to presume that they're not being honest about the gun control thing, because really, this isn't about gun control. This is about not letting jihadis have access to guns. And, you know, that guy bought a gun.
Well, no, I think, but you could say it's all the above, though. Can't you say? Can't you say it's definitely about Islamic terrorism? It's also about gun control, too, because, like, why should that nut job be able to buy it legally somewhere?
Okay, so I'll put this in another way. So the jihadis in France has got very strict gun rules. They still manage to get their fucking guns.
Right. I'm not saying
So
we'll
how
get
did
rid
they
of it
get their
completely.
guns? Because jihadis somehow have a way of getting guns. I understand what you're saying,
Fair
but
enough.
jihadis will get guns.
Fair enough.
You can buy if you're
But-
jihadi and you want to kill people, you can go and buy guns illegally.
But you shouldn't make it just in case. But you shouldn't be able to be like, oh well, we might as well steal them legally as well.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
if you was-
why? If you're just a decent homeowner, why should you even have that? Or, you know, you see these a lot of times, jihadi or not jihadi, somebody could get a gun pretty easily. I'm just saying, like, have a gun if you're in your house or in a car or whatever. Fine, you're in a bad neighborhood, you know, legally concealed. But I mean, you hear all this stuff about gun shows getting it just illegally. Like, I'll sell it to you behind the counter, off. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, buddy. I'll sell it to you.
I don't know if they
I'll sell
talk
it to you
like that.
behind. Just meet me in the alley in 2 minutes. Don't worry about the paperwork. Here you go.
I don't know if they talk like that, but there's a great video everybody can watch by Stephen Crowder, and it's busting the myth of of background checks at gun shows. And there's absolutely no way. He went to numerous gun shows with a hidden camera, and he tried to buy a gun without a background check, and they laughed at him. They basically said, "There's no way. I go to prison for selling you a gun without a background check. I'm not going to take that risk." He says, well, I'm going to offer you a lot of money. I'll offer you more extra money. And they said, no, I'm not going to do it. You can't buy a gun at a gun show without a background check. It's propaganda.
Okay.
It's pure progressive propaganda. I suggest people research this shit because it's really important, because they're being told big lies about this by big players like Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama, who lie about this shit constantly. I'm not saying that American gun laws aren't lax. I like the gun laws we have in Canada here. There are some fundamental differences between the gun laws here in Canada and the gun laws in America. Like, for example,
We don't have millions of illegal guns on the streets.
there are a lot of guns in Canada. There is a fuckload of guns in
Right.
Canada, and just as powerful and deadly as the guns in America. But one of the first fundamental differences is when you do your 2-day course, the first thing that they say to you is, what are the 2 reasons that you can have a gun in Canada? And you can have it for hunting, and you can have it for target sport shooting. If you say self-defense, they will not give you that fucking license. Because there is no self-defense clause in gun ownership in Canada. You cannot have a gun for self-defense, which is why people who shoot intruders in their house with legally held guns go to jail, because you're not allowed to do that sort of shit in Canada. That's the first fundamental difference. The second one is, I suspect that the background checks are a little bit more robust, and that you've got basically a tenth of the population.
Yeah.
So you haven't quite got the severe numbers of people. You know, there's a lot of guns here in Canada. I know loads of people who have guns.
Yeah, I do too. I know a few.
Yeah, exactly. They're not running around shooting people. They don't get in road rage incidents
No,
and then
of
start
course,
waving the guns out the window.
Yeah, and I never said like, and of course the overwhelming majority, but even still, when you see attacks like that, even proportionately, you think like, well, why do you need access, especially to those fucking big semi-automatic weapons? I mean,
I know, because they're fucking awesome. They're
well,
brilliant.
that's a good excuse.
They're just excellent. Yeah, and also, if you're living in LA, right?
Yeah.
And let's say someone's planning a race riot, like in 1992,
Right.
during the Rodney King trial, and you're a Korean shop owner,
Right.
having a gun's kind of handy.
Or if you just want to be a gangbanger, you got to fit in.
Well, you've not got a legal gun. Excuse me, Mr. fucking lollipop tea clothes. Can I see your gun license? I haven't got one. I've got an illegal gun. Oh yeah, sorry
Yeah.
for asking. No, they don't. Those are all illegal guns. And this is the other thing, right? They give you these figures about gun shootings in America, and they go, gun shootings in America, they're fucking terrible. Yeah, you know how many people have been shot in Chicago by about April this year? I think the number was about 1,000 people have been shot in Chicago by April this year, all with illegal guns.
And that's all just because the Cubs haven't won a World Series since 1908.
That's exactly why.
Fucking hell.
That's why they should ban baseball.
They should ban baseball. It brings out violence.
Because
We
it
should have
brings
a
out
winning record.
violence. If this is the logic, we may as well just do this.
Well, why not?
You know? Some of the stuff online is ridiculous. Like, there's some people posting this shit online saying, listen, this crime was all inspired by the fact that there have been over 200 bills brought forward by Christian right-wing groups against the gay community in America, and that is what.
And that's why somebody.
That's why somebody of Muslim faith.
That's
went
why
out
somebody of
and killed
Muslim
loads of gay
faith said,
people.
"Yeah, I agree with these other people I hate, and I'm going to
Exactly.
kill gays because of you."
Maybe radical
I
or
think we
fundamentalist
should try
faith.
to. I think we should try to appease both sides and be like, "Fine, we'll make you a gay cake, but it has to be a rainbow Islamic State fucking flag cake."
I think that's. You know what? I don't think that's a bad idea.
I think you're just trying. You please everybody. That's what I like to do. I don't like confrontation. I want to please absolutely everybody. You know how I am.
Yeah, there's that rainbow ISIS flag
Yeah.
with the dildos on it.
Yeah, with the dildos
With
on
the
it.
pink dildos
That's
on
what
it.
you want.
That's what you want. Everybody
So-
should get that.
So therefore, you could please the extreme, religious fundamental Muslims, and you could please the gay community.
well, the progressives would
you
go.
could literally have your cake and eat it too.
The progressives would go. That's exactly what we're supporting.
Yeah.
And you go, well, doesn't it look a bit funny though? An ISIS flag made out of gay colours with like dildos on it. No, we support both. Oh, you support both? Yep, yeah, absolutely. There's no conflict of interest there. Oh, right. But if it does come to a conflict of interest, we just want you to know that Islam trumps gays. As Islam trumps feminism, as in the case of Cologne, and as we saw this week in Orlando, Islam trumps gays. Because gays are number 2 on the pecking order. Islam's number 1.
That's
in
why
the
we need.
progressive
That's why
logic.
we need a president to trump Islam.
There you go.
Boom.
Boom.
See what I'm-
I love the way you
Look,
did
just
that.
Come with these headlines. all right?
People are going to be saying you're a Donald Trump supporter soon.
Oh my goodness.
I never would
I
be
would do
so
anything for his hair.
So anyway, the other thing I was thinking this week is we should have a flag wash. Because normally we have a flag wash, right? When
Yeah.
these sort of things happen. You remember in Belgium?
Well, I thought
Belgium flag wash.
the Facebook flag washes was going to sort of end terrorism.
Well, it kind of helps.
Didn't that Je suis American thing last year?
Well, that's why I said we should call it Je suis Maricon. You didn't like it. You thought it was too offensive.
Yeah, it was, but I'm warming up
But
to it now. Now
it's-
the show's getting
it-
more offensive. I'm so warming up
It
to
looks
be more
good
offensive.
on Facebook, Je suis Maricon.
It does. It sounds sexy, even though it's not.
I think those guys would like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, we have flag washes, right? We had the French one, we had the Belgian one.
Yeah.
Why aren't we having an American one?
No, now we have the gay one.
No. But this
No, but
happened in America.
that was for gay marriage. We had the gay wash. Like, hey, America, gay marriage is legal, but now they're just recycling. Now they're like, shit.
No, okay. So the pattern thus far has been France, Belgium, flag washes of those countries.
It's been gay France.
Okay, gay. But this wasn't to do with the massacre. The massacres. Let's keep on track here. The massacres, right? You had France, you had Belgium,
Yeah.
you France again, and now we've got America, and you get all the flag washes for that, right?
Yeah.
So, it's almost like I give you a series of, I give you a little test. Here's a pattern. Predict which one's next.
You know
And
what I think?
logically, the next one is an American flag.
I think this is a weird conspiracy. I think Facebook is planning these attacks just so they can sell these washes.
Yeah, but my point is that these washes aren't happening. Where's the American flag wash?
No, they just put the
Your
gay
face.
one back.
No, because it's fuck. It doesn't work like that, Byron. It doesn't work like that. The gay one was for gay marriage. Hooray!
I know. No, but
Right?
they just recycling it.
No. When it comes to massacres, you have Belgium, you have France,
Right.
and what's the next one in this line?
Oh, the USA. You would
There
think,
you
right?
go. You
Yeah.
see, of course, if this was a grade 4
Yeah.
test question, you
Right.
get it right.
Right.
But because it's a cultural progressive question, you get it wrong.
Oh, shit.
It's really simple. A fucking 4th grader could get this right. Yet, we've got magicians and wizards moving their hands around in front of us going, Islam has nothing to do with terrorism. Look into my eyes. Islam has nothing to do with terrorism.
Absolutely nothing. Their hands are, you know what? I blame the monks.
Oh, it's their fault, isn't it?
Yeah, the monks planned 9/11. They didn't pray hard enough. Anyway, it's a terrible thing that happened. Hopefully Facebook and thoughts and prayers will fucking prevent the next one from happening.
Let's go to the fucking news.
This is the fucking news.
All right, go. In 5, 4. I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
This is the fucking news.
Fucking thing sucks.
All right, first story this week. It's about our friends at the EU.
Oh, we love the EU. They haven't got long to live, actually. They're on deathbed.
Thank God. Well, part of their death throes is they have rolled out a, quote, code of conduct to combat the spread of illegal hate speech online in Europe, because clearly that's the biggest problem facing Western society today, as we learned on the weekend.
Yeah.
They now require offensive material to be removed from the internet within 24 hours, and their partners in Crime Stop, that being Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Microsoft, are all happy to comply, lest anyone
Of course.
see such a post, get to wondering about what's going on in the world, whether or not the poster might actually be right. Anyways, the May 31st agreement pushed through by the unelected European Commission also requires online companies to establish a network of trusted reporters who will do nothing better with their time than go around looking for shit they don't like to flag and report. And the funniest bit of all, if you have a sick sense of humor like me, is that the Ministry of Truth, or rather the EU Commissioner for Justice, Consumers, and Gender Equality, defended the initiative on the grounds that, quote, the most recent terror attacks have reminded us of the urgent need to address illegal online hate speech.
Really? I would have thought.
Part of her statement.
I would have thought that's an interesting interpretation. I would have thought that the recent terror attacks have reminded us how we need to address the spectre of real life physical terror attacks.
Well, what's the hate speech
wrong,
we're
wrong.
talking about? Are we talking about somebody just saying how shitty today's weather is?
No, well, there were cases, for example, after the Cologne mass rapes, of people complaining about refugees groping women and stuff like that, and
So this
posting
is-
things like, I forget her name, she's from Vlaams in Belgium, but her group is called Women Against Islamicization, and some of their posters like showing like hemlines with like Sharia compliant to moderate Islam to slut, whore, rape her, stone her.
That's hate speech.
That stuff's been pulled off.
So
of
let me
Facebook.
guess, so-
Pamela Geller gets kicked off all the time.
Yeah, there is actually an increase
Including this
in
weekend,
people
yeah.
getting kicked off various social media platforms. But so let me get this right. So basically,
So,
if
but
you,
can you do hate speech as if you're like a Muslim radical?
no, that's
They'll
not
kick
hate
you off
speech.
right
That's just expressing your.
I've actually
your
seen
religious
friends of
belief?
mine report posts that they've seen like that, talking about
Death to the
making
West,
hate-
death to the infidel, la la la.
Yeah,
la,
no,
Yeah,
la.
exactly.
No,
and then
that's not
getting
hate speech.
No.
getting the report
I
back
don't
from
believe
Facebook.
that. I'm sure they
it was
report-
examined
I'm
and
sure
found
that-
to be incompliant, to not be in violation of Facebook's terms of services.
Okay, so this is the way it works. Basically, if this, I mean, I'd be interested in what. So you're saying that there is a body called the Ministry of Justice.
EU
that-
Commissioner for Justice, Consumers, and Gender Equality. Her name appears to be Vera Jourova.
Why is gender equality? You can just say justice and cover everything, right? So anyway, so
That's her
basically,
title,
So
man.
it's just a nice political correct way of saying Big Brother watching you.
So they decide what's offensive, and let me guess, anything that is deemed offensive is generally stuff. If you say I don't like the EU, it's unelected, it's totalitarian, and they'll say that's hate crime.
I think that might actually be a separate of their initiative, because I heard something else this week, but it was a different report where the EU is trying to stamp
Crush
down.
dissent.
Yeah, crush dissent.
I mean, this is the great thing about the EU, because the EU, not a lot of people realize this, but the EU is on its knees. I mean, it basically needs a coup de grace. And the coup de grace could come in 10 days when Britain gets the chance to vote out of the EU. Now, some people, the way they spin it is, listen, Britain's going to spoil the party. They don't want to be part of our club. Well, we don't need them. Well, guess what? The EU, the stagnating economies of the EU need the British market more than Britain needs
of course
the
they
EU.
do.
Of course they do. Where the Germans going to sell all those cars? I mean, you know how many cars they sell in Britain? It's fucking outrageous. The point is that they're flattering themselves. And if Britain leaves, then all of a sudden, everybody else, because no one's happy. The Pew Research poll that came out last week is shocking. It's damning. The number of people, and we're talking like in the high 80s and 70% who are disgruntled with the way the EU is being run and how it behaves and how it's trampling their sovereign rights as nation holders. So
Yeah, and if they leave the EU, where are all the Polish people going to go?
yeah, there you go.
You know.
Yeah. So basically, so if Britain leaves, all these other countries are going to start saying, well, you know what, we want to leave as well. And they don't want that because they've feathered a really, really nice, tidy little nest off the money that these countries give.
The House of Cards will start to crumble.
The House of Cards will crumble. And it's a stagnating trading bloc. It's very, very restrictive in who you can trade with. You've got...
Plus, like we said, the money just looks shitty.
Well, you know, it's Playmobil money.
Yeah. Those coins, they rust real easy too. Have you seen those euro coins? I'm not a fan. I like the pound. That looks good.
You like the pound?
Good
You
looking.
hit something, you can throw that in the back of someone's head.
Coin, yeah. It's a good thing. You could throw it. You could throw it at a Polish refugee just cramping your island's head. You know what I mean?
So anyway, I forgot where we were. Where were we?
Well, there's sort of, aside from the EU, there's a related story I saw. The Metropolitan Police in London have released their crime statistics, I guess, for 2015, and it shows that more than 850 people were detained in London last year alone under the Communications Act, basically for making offensive social media tweets.
Well, I'll tell you what, that number's going to jump now that Sadiq Khan is mayor of London. And guess what's not going to be on that list? Islamic hate crime will not be on that list. You will get...
Anjem Choudary or whatever that guy's
Anjem
name
Choudary.
is. He can say whatever the fuck he wants.
He can say what the fuck he wants. You know what? I think everybody should thank Anjem Choudary because he is single-handedly highlighting across the globe. I mean, they love him in America, as you can imagine, right?
Who's Anjem Choudary?
Anjem Choudary is... Sorry, yes,
like a rapper.
He is a rapper. He's an Islamic rapper. He's basically... he's a troublemaker. He's a shit stirrer. He's an Islamic shit stirrer who gets on TV, says inflammatory stuff, gets everybody sort of like coughing up their biscuits and their tea, going, what? And, he's doing a great job. He's doing a great job. Single-handedly, he's turning the whole of the Western world against radical Islam. We should thank him for the job that he does because he's such a loathsome, despicable creature that, he'd be wasted in jail. He's better off on the TV getting people to fucking hate people like him.
So he is a radical...
Yeah, he's a fucking knobhead. They call him Cider Andy because when he was a student, he used to get drunk on cider.
Oh, nice. Cider
But now
Andy.
he's decided that he's an Islamic scholar.
Oh, okay.
Which, like Hillary Clinton. You know, Hillary Clinton's like an Islamic scholar, yeah?
I thought she was just like a big coke smuggler. She was just part of a coke smuggling ring.
No, she's from a crime family, but that doesn't preclude you from being an Islamic scholar.
Oh, you could be both?
Coke smuggling is just the gateway crime.
There you go.
She's got
because
better
you've got to
things.
make your money for your jihadi cause somehow, right?
Right.
So, dealing drugs is one of them. But anyway, Hillary Clinton is now an Islamic scholar.
Oh, wow.
That's why she can say with confidence that Islam has nothing to do with terrorism.
Right.
Do you believe that?
You know what? Maybe Islam and the worst thing about the best thing about this terrible tragedy that happened is that Islam and Christianity will finally come together and be like, hey, we both
what? Hate the gays?
We both hate the gays.
I don't
we
think
can sort this out.
So what? So then they're just going to get together and kill all the gays on the planet?
Yeah, but at least
And that's going to make everything okay.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful world you live in. Okay.
The things that the Huffington Post tells people, eh?
Yeah, and you thought my title was outrageous.
Yeah.
Fucking Just We Marry Connie is not as outrageous as what you just said.
Yeah,
Anyway, what else have we got?
Well, we have a follow-up to last week's episode about Hillary going to jail.
Hillary's going to jail, isn't she?
She's going to get more.
And
Going to get more. Going to get more Tennessee. I'm going to get more.
And she's got
bracelets on, diamonds on the heels of my... No,
She's going to Angola, Louisiana.
Go Louisiana.
Angola, Louisiana, motherfucker.
Here we go.
So anyway, they've got a new witness for the
WikiLeaks,
prosecution, haven't they?
WikiLeaks is claiming they've already released 32,000 of her private emails, but they've got even more
That's a
damning
lot of
stuff
emails
to go through.
I mean, I haven't cleared my junk folder. I got like 1,300. That seems like a lot. I can only imagine what 32,000.
Yeah, but you're not running a weapons smuggling business.
No,
You tend
that's
to have
true.
a lot of emails.
I'm
and
running a very
details.
unsuccessful comedy career in Canada.
Yeah, that's not the same as running
Definitely not the same
guns.
cash flow.
There'd
Libya to Syria.
probably be more emails involved.
If you were running guns from Libya to Syria, there'd definitely be more emails.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
I mean,
hey,
you
when's the
gotta
shipment
confirm
coming?
when the
Stuff like
drop
that?
is. and-
Yeah. Yeah.
Like what time? Okay, great.
Yeah. Hey, just
When are we gonna overthrow Gaddafi? 4:00. Cool.
Excellent.
So did you want the free mustard gas or the free uranium?
Yeah.
Did I say we came, we saw, he died? I shouldn't put that in an email, really, should I? No, I won't do. I'll just say it on camera when I think no one else is. They aren't rolling and no one's looking.
Yeah.
So
Anyways, they've got WikiLeaks has even more damning stuff on old Hillary, and they're going to be releasing it.
She's ridden with bedbugs, isn't she? Eh?
Yeah.
She's just toxically fucking diseased.
Although WikiLeaks' founder Julian Assange he does admit that probably U.S. Attorney General Loretta Lynch probably just going to ignore this shit,
Yeah, of
just
course she
like
is.
all the other shit. But he figures that the FBI, if she gets into power, That the FBI could use as some sort of negotiating leverage against the Clinton government.
For what? To what ends?
I don't know. He didn't say that.
Surely the FBI is on the same side as the President of the United States by that stage. Or maybe they're not. I mean, if she's not good enough for the job, I mean...
Well, Hoover wasn't.
I don't think that politicians are honest or anything like that. But the point is that she's so steeped in criminality. Yeah. It's got to be a question. It's almost like Richard Nixon. No, it's worse than this. It's like Richard Nixon standing for presidency after Watergate.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Nixon, he said the decency to say, you know what, I think I'm going to go golfing.
Yeah. Nixon.
Time
nowadays,
to pack my shit and go.
Okay, so this is the thing. Progressives, liberals, never have to say they're sorry and they never have to own their shit. Have you noticed this about them?
Yep.
Think about someone that you know who's a progressive or a liberal. They never admit they made a mistake.
Well, I consider myself progressive and liberal, and I apologize all the time.
No, you're not. Yeah, you do apologize all the time because you're a guilt-ridden sociopath. You've got a one-man show about it.
That's true.
But the point is that lots of progressives and liberals.
Yeah.
They never apologize for shit. They never own shit.
They just change the topic.
They just change the topic. They never apologize. They never own their own shit.
What are you talking about? We apologize all the time for being white and hateful, and sorry about that.
But those aren't
sorry about
legitimate
feminism.
apologies. Those are, look at how
about homophobia, sorry
pious
about-
I am.
That's not a legitimate apology. It's a ridiculous jumped-up charge.
Yeah.
It's virtue signaling.
It's virtue signaling.
No,
There you
we
go.
apologize for things we didn't even do.
I don't apologize for shit like that anymore, but I do apologize if I make a mistake.
Yeah.
I get something wrong. But I don't apologize for white. You want to make me feel guilty for being fucking white? Fuck you. You're white too. Fuck you. That's what I say to
Why
them.
can't you feel bad with me?
Fuck you. That's what I say.
Hold
to them.
hands.
Fuck off.
Let's jump off this guilt train together.
There you go.
What do we got next?
Oh, well, just one last. So apparently sources say the Russians also have a bunch of Hillary's emails that they're going to release.
Oh, yeah, they did. They hacked in. That was the story this week.
They hacked into Gucci Fur, I guess, and he was hacking into her shit.
They hacked into the DNC.
Yeah.
That's what they did. So they basically have got this whole wealth of information, not only from the Democratic Party, but also from Hillary. They've been listening to live conversations and email conversations that have been happening. And of course, as soon as the Democratic Party found that there had been a breach of security, they closed it down. And they were adamant about it. They said, we closed this down as soon as we found out there was bad guys in the system.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah. You've got a bad guy at the helm, you fucks.
Yeah.
That's fine. But they, as far as the Russians, they're good at breaking in emails, breaking down gates, assaulting England fans. These fucking Russians are nuts.
I know. They make drunk, stupid English fans look bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they turn up. They're not drunk. Guess what? Yeah, we're going to engage in violence. We're not drunk. And we're tooled up. And we've got mouth guards and everything. And that's the way to do hooliganism.
We came prepared.
If England did it
hooligans.
properly, I'd be much more proud of them. But they're just fucking bumbling, drunken idiots.
Well, the England fans represent the English fucking team. You expect the best from them, but fucking they just fail against the fucking Russians.
Well, there you go. They did even worse off the pitch against the Russians than they did on the pitch.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Pretty much the most succinct way I can put it.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, they're going home. They're going home if they don't. But they're probably going home because they attacked England and Welsh fans tonight in Lille.
Oh, so you think Russia's going to be...
I think Russia's going to be kicked out. I think it's partly political. And I think that David Cameron, the British Prime Minister, is on the phone to Francois Hollande as we speak. And he's going, whatever you do not kick England out of Euro 2016 because I've got a vote on British membership of the EU taking place in 10 days. And if you kick us out of this tournament, I can guarantee you we're fucking leaving the EU.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, right?
Come on.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no way England's getting kicked out unless they want to basically give the coup de grace to the EU.
Wow.
So please kick them out of the
Please
Euros.
kick them out. Please kick England out so then we can have done with this fucking pony charade.
I'd rather England did better in the Euros and stayed in the EU, though. No,
I'd rather they got kicked out so then basically we could...
You'd rather England left the EU than won the
Absolutely,
Euros?
absolutely.
Really?
Which one's more important?
Oh, sports.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Come on. I don't care about real shit. You know me.
I know. You just care about pretty shit. You like looking at men in sort of like shorts.
Yeah.
With tight legs.
Yeah.
Yeah? Running.
I just want to
What about Raheem Sterling? What do you feel about him?
Oh, he's lush, mate.
Do you?
I
You
like the way he
him?
runs around and does nothing.
He looks like Michael Jackson in 1981. He looks like
does.
Michael Jackson living off the wall.
Yeah.
With the short hair. Yeah?
Yeah, he runs really fast.
He runs with, and he's got a tight little bum, hasn't he?
He does.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
I should imagine a man of your persuasion, likes a little Twinkie like that.
Oh, yeah. Little black English twink.
There? A little lap puppy?
Stop it. You're making me blush.
All right.
Anyway.
Oh, we've got one more. We've got one more story.
And it's a feel-good story for you, Ivan.
Yay.
ISIS have started killing off their very own as they seek to eliminate spies.
Oh, it's always the same when you're on the ropes. You know, the German army went through it in the mid 1940s, the end of the Second World War. They were hanging their own troops for desertion and cowardice, and it's very sad. I mean, not in this case. Obviously, the more ISIS deserters they kill, the less that Western countries have to provide homes and benefits for when they come back.
Although it's not even deserters. It's like guys still in that they've just decided might be spies.
Oh, they're paranoid. Yeah, they're going through a Stalinist
they're going for Stalinist paranoid. Well, that's and I'm just really excited that we have another story about ISIS because God knows we don't talk.
We don't talk about them enough, do we?
No.
I mean, they are the. Do you know how the Taliban were ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
The Taliban were ridiculous. Now, ISIS is more dangerous, but they are becoming just as ridiculous as the Taliban.
Well, eventually they'll probably be demoted to the Taliban.
And then we'll have to have a new baddie.
Yeah,
we'll get a new baddie.
They'll reinvent themselves.
I'm just hoping it'll be a different religion for once.
No, it won't be. It's going to be the same one.
You better start telling the
fuck's
Mormons
sakes.
to get mad.
It'll just be it's just like Hollywood, just like, just doing remakes. It's like, how many times do you need to reboot Fantastic Four? Jesus Christ.
This is it, Byron, for the next 300-400 years.
Fuck. It's just going to be Fantastic Four reboots of
It's just going to be Islam versus everybody else for the next 400 years.
Oh, Jesus. Hollywood has no imagination.
No, I know. Hollywood's going to have a field day with this once this properly gets going.
Yeah.
You mean by making more movies about German villains?
Yeah, German villains who don't want to be part of the EU and don't have cuddly feelings about jihadis. Jihadi in the closet. So that Jihadi, going back to that Jihadi, he was in the closet, wasn't he?
He was
going down there going, hi.
Right? He's like,
do you want to come home
Akbar.
with me? Allah Akbar.
He's just
don't
like,
tell Allah.
Don't tell Allah. I'm so
Don't tell
angry.
Allah. Okay, you know what? It's okay because I'm from Afghanistan and we like to fuck 12, 13-year-old boys. That's absolutely fine, culturally okay. Just don't tell Allah.
Well, see, maybe all the lefties on my Facebook feed are right. Maybe it wasn't to do with Islam. Maybe he got his heart broken, and that's why.
I'm sure he did.
I'm getting.
He
the
probably
feeling,
got his ass broken too.
I'm getting the feeling that the left. I get the feeling that the lefty feng shui power, the lefty chi power is waning. I'm feeling it. They used to be a lot more powerful. Now they just seem ridiculous and pathetic. And I think if Britain leaves the EU, and they get forced into a corner, like admitting that Islamic terrorism really exists, then they may well be on the ropes. I mean, they can feel that we're coming for them. And then we're after them, but I don't feel...
saying, I always agreed with you.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm going to smell that shit out. No, you fucking didn't.
Name one person who's a host on Fox News who isn't Megyn Kelly.
That's the questions I'll be asking. Okay, I'll be saying Ben Shapiro or Nero. What? Nero or Shapiro? Which one? Which one? Quick answer.
You got that guy who used to be a funny comic who's a smug twat, Dennis Miller.
No, too late. You're not a real
Damn it,
right-winger.
I'm not a real fucking right-winger.
But I would like to say in regards to our last story, if anyone from ISIS is listening, please understand that every single one of your so-called brothers are actually working for the USA and Israel. Even your brother Muhammad and your other brother Muhammad and your cousin Muhammad and his brother Muhammad and Omar.
And the other ones.
So,
I'm going to draw pictures of all your brothers.
I want
you're
them
just going to have to shoot them all, and you might be an accidental spy yourself.
So you could probably shoot yourself as well.
The CIA are sneaky
I think it'd be
like
great.
that.
I just don't want them coming back. It's almost like you got bed bugs, right? You got bed bugs. They're contained in an area. Why bring them into the house? Just keep them out there. Turn them into fucking glass or pink mist or whatever you're going to do to them, right? And don't let them come back to fucking Western countries, please. If they went over there to fight for ISIS, they fucking die for ISIS.
Yeah, exactly. You can't go to one.
I don't want them coming back and going, no, I need my benefits now, mate. Council house. I'd be fine for ISIS. Can I have a council house?
It's like LeBron James, once you went to Miami, you shouldn't have let him back to Cleveland.
Exactly.
It's the exact same thing.
That's right. I'm glad we sorted this one out because I was worried that we might have a conflict of opinion on this one.
Well, yeah, a little bit. Well,
I'm joking.
I don't know.
All right, so we've got a new section that we've, like I say, it's not new. We've resurrected it. It was around for a while. If you've been a long-term listener, we have a new section, and it's called
This Week in History.
There you go.
So this week in history, ta-da!
Do we not get a theme tune for that?
No, I don't know if we'd had a theme tune.
Well, I'll tell you what we
Not
do.
yet. One of these days.
So anyway, this week in history, what's been happening, Byron?
Springtime for Hitler and Germany.
It's always springtime for Hitler and
Winter
Germany.
for Poland and France. This week in history, 76 years ago, we're celebrating the anniversary. Ta-da! Nazis invading France.
The Nazis invaded France.
Invading France.
What, is this
It's
the
an
first
art
day?
to triumph for Nazi time.
You fucking love it, don't you?
Yeah. Well, look at all my Nazi books.
I know, but you turn it into a cabaret.
Absolutely.
You like, turn into Liza Minnelli as soon as you start getting on the fucking
Berlin
Nazis.
cabaret.
So you're fucking excited.
Absolutely.
Have you
Hugo
got a
Boss
hard on?
designed those uniforms. They were gorgeous. Did you see the way they just all walked through there? Those French people were just sad and just like, too bad, honey. We're coming through. See, come, motherfuckers.
You know what they could have done with it? They could have
Je
done with,
t'aime, Americans.
they could have done with some of that in fucking Orlando this weekend. Imagine some gay Nazis firing back.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Fuck you, motherfuckers.
They were good shots. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
they were terrible shots if you watch the Indiana Jones movies.
No, they were absolutely good shots.
Yeah.
Don't watch Don't get your historical context from Indiana Jones.
Or your
shit.
firearms myths.
No, yeah, exactly. Or your
Yeah.
firearms myths. That gun can fire over 1,000 rounds a minute.
So, yeah, 76 years ago,
Yeah.
the Nazis invaded France. Hitler checked out the loo.
And just to give everybody a background on how that happened, basically the French had spent all of this is great. This is great French planning. This gives you some indication as to how the EU was set up. So basically, the French had spent years, maybe a decade, building the Maginot Line, and it was a line that went from Belgium on the French border all the way to it went all the way from the Belgian border all the way around past Germany, because they knew the threat was probably going to come from Germany. And there was only a small area where the Maginot Line did not exist, and it was near to the Ardennes Forest, because they thought, well, the Ardennes Forest is so thick, no one's going to get through there, right?
Right.
And so the Germans looked at this and they went, oh, look at that. They've got this massive, great big fortified fortress line all the way along the edge of France, along with Germany. But they haven't built it along the Ardennes. I know what we'll do. We'll just send our tanks to the Ardennes. And so that's what they did. And that's how they invaded France. They invaded France through the Ardennes forest and poured in through. And France had the largest army of any country at the beginning of World War II, I believe. Maybe Russia had a larger army, but it was between France and Russia as to who had the largest army. And basically it collapsed within a matter of weeks.
It was like England's fucking defense.
Well, yeah,
In the World
last
Cup.
minute.
Yeah, in the last minute.
In the last minute. And they just went round this Maginot Line.
They just went around it. It was just like a blind strong guy who was like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
And they just said, we walk around you, you're stupid. We like, but you stay right there, I punch you.
But the Germans were a bit more gay about it.
But the Germans are like, no, we go around you and we get you from behind.
And then what did they say when they came around the back?
And then they go, scheiße. It's your turn.
That's what they said to
Your
the French.
turn. We're going to be inside you for at least 4 years.
We're going to drink all your wine and
Yeah,
shag
we're
your
going to
ladies.
drink all your wine and shag all your ladies or man or whatever.
Yeah. So that's what they did. Yeah.
We're going
And
to
that
steal
was-
your art and enjoy the architecture.
Yeah, we're going to have a holiday on your beach resorts.
Absolutely.
So that's what they did. That was the invasion of France. And then they went into Belgium, thought, fuck it, we've got France. May as well go into Belgium now.
Why not?
Belgium. Belgium's easy. That's
Yeah.
easy. Luxembourg didn't even stop for lunch. That's where Jean-Claude Juncker's from, the proud European, the EU commissioner. Did you know that they actually have 4 EU commissioners?
Really?
Yeah, they have 4.
Wow.
Yeah, for different things.
Yeah, Luxembourg is a funny place. Nobody ever talks about Luxembourg.
Yeah, it hardly exists.
It's just where like 4 like rich Rothschilds live or something, right?
Yeah, it's like it's an inconsequential. It's like Liechtenstein or Andorra. They're
Yeah.
other small principalities within Europe that matter not.
Yeah. They're the only teams that England beat in like qualifiers.
Exactly. They turn out to get beaten by England, like San Marino.
Yeah, and then we get all excited and nothing happens.
So what else happened in this week in history?
Also, the this close to home for you as well. The Falkland Wars ended.
Oh, that seemed like such a long time ago, and I suppose it was 1982, right?
Yeah.
1982. And
Didn't last very long. But
It didn't. It was
Push
touch
back
and
that
go.
island, motherfuckers.
It touched and go for a little while. That was. I remember it as a kid.
Was there a point where they said like, oh shit, we might not win this war?
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, for a long time throughout. When they were landing everybody and they were going down there, they didn't know. They didn't know. You send in a flotilla 7,000 miles to the other end of the earth to fight an army and a navy that, one, is entrenched in an island, and two, can fly its air force 200-300 miles to the destination from the coast.
Oh, right.
So they don't have to fly off carriers. They have missiles. They have air bases. They have the navy. They have soldiers dug in on the islands.
So are they worried this could be like kind of like a Gallipoli kind of thing or no?
Yeah, I think that's a very good analogy, Gallipoli. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You just don't know where these assholes are hiding.
Oh, well, you just you
them off.
could find yourself stuck on a bluff or something and getting sort of like artillery and bombs poured on you for weeks,
Yeah, right.
and then you'd have to retreat and get off there.
So now, what do you think in hindsight? Do you think that war was justified or was a good idea, or do you think like, fuck it, what's the point? It was a waste. It's just this piece of land. Who gives a fuck?
You know what?
Let
It's
it
probably
go.
like
Pick
most
your
wars.
battles.
It's probably a bit of a waste. But you got a right wing Argentinian government who was looking for a distraction. You've got a right wing British government who was looking for a distraction. It was very good for Margaret Thatcher, that war.
Yeah.
You know, it really, after years of wallowing in the doldrums, it sounds like crass to say it, but it's almost like they sort of like it put a spark in the stride, you know,
Yeah.
of the Tory government and the country as a whole.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we have a military. Let's use it.
Yeah, you know. So it just, a little war with Argentina. I mean,
It was basically like
It is.
it was like 5 gay bars worth.
yeah, it was about 5K. Yeah, 250 British soldiers died, and I think about 1,000 Argentinians, something like that.
Right.
But anyway, it was touch and go. They didn't know which way it was going to go.
Yeah, right. Well, you kept
Can you
on.
imagine how much excitement?
What's
What would you do if Canada got in a war and you didn't know which way it was going to go?
shit?
Imagine if Canada got in a war with Denmark over Greenland.
Wow. Because it's 2016.
Well, that's what Trudeau'd say.
Yeah.
He'd go, we're invading Greenland. Why? They've got really bad gay rights record.
And I'm like, yeah, but then you got to invade every African country.
No, we're just doing Greenland.
Greenland's
Why?
the one who said my hair was ugly.
Because it's 2016.
Yeah, but then you got to invade.
No,
all
we're
over-
invading Greenland because they've got cheap nannies.
Wow.
We're invading Greenland because they're a rich source of nannies for my family.
And God knows my wife needs them.
And my wife needs them. I know oil. A lot of people think that oil is essential. I think nannies are.
Yeah. And you can hear all about it when my wife whines in Chantilly magazine.
Chantilly lace
love
and
a pretty face.
She loves that shit. We should start a magazine called Chantilly. Have Sophie Trudeau on the cover every fucking week.
Yeah, totally.
Sophie Trudeau. What, again? Yeah. Is this a magazine called Sophie? It's like Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
Every fucking week, Oprah Winfrey. Oprah, again?
Yeah, and then when she's like 85 years old, she could still be airbrushed to look like a 40-year-old black woman.
Oh, can you imagine Oprah Winfrey when she gets all fucking unpacked at the end of a day?
Yeah.
She gets all unpacked.
Yeah.
Take her face off, take her hair off.
Oh
and
my
everything.
God. I've
It's like
seen
a
her.
Lego. It's like a
Yeah.
little Lego thing.
It's unbelievable. Makes you want to start a war at the Falkland Islands. Yeah. I was just trying to bring it full circle, but that didn't make sense.
So is that it for this week? Anything else
That's it
happening?
for that week.
You need to find less wars. I'll just give you a tip for a future, right?
Yeah.
Find less wars and more interest. The wars are interesting. That's great. But find less wars and have like maybe a few cultural things in there. Like this week in history, the penny farthing was invented, or this week in history, the ISIS dildo was invented in 2000.
Or like this week in history, Michael Landon died?
Yeah.
From Little House on the Prairie?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, exactly.
Some bullshit like that?
Yeah. Michael Landon died.
This week in history, Humphrey Bogart fucking had a hernia operation?
Yeah.
Something like that?
I love that shit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
This week
I know it's not really history, but I think people will appreciate it.
This week in history, I had a poo. Well, probably. I was
This week in history, I had a poo. What week are we talking about? Like last week. It's not really a week in history. It's not a week in history. That's too tenuous.
Yeah, and then
Michael
be like,
Landon dying is okay. That's on the cusp.
You didn't really research this, did you? No, but I did have a poo and it is history.
Research
this week in history.
The words research and Byron do not marry well.
Yeah. February 12th, 2014, I had a bowl of Raisin Bran and took a shit.
Because you're worth it.
Yeah, because I'm worth it. Because it's 2014.
Because you want to invade Greenland.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great. I'd just like to put this in terms that you can appreciate,
Yeah.
So anyway, Byron, I just, in light of the Orlando attack, I've been reading these things online, and some of them, there's been a change in certain parts of the gay community now. They're saying, you know what, enough's enough. We're not going to be victims anymore.
Yeah, that's right.
We're going to get armed. We're now militant. And guess what? Now we're right-wing.
Yeah.
And I know that we both like right-wing gay guys.
Oh, they're hilarious.
They are hilarious. And
Yeah.
Milo, we both like Milo.
Because they're kind of a contradiction, because most gay people I know are quite progressive and left-leaning friends, but when you see right-leaning gay, it's just like, okay, well,
right-leaning gay people are fantastic. They're great. There's no fucking messing about.
Yeah, because they'll say whatever they want.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I like the fact they don't have any filter and they're not worried about offending anybody.
No. But I'm just wondering what would a pink militia, for want of a better description, look like? You got these militia guys. You got the militias in the United States, right?
Yeah.
But then you get pink militias, just made up of sort of like
We have
preppy,
you'd have a rainbow Confederate flag shirt.
preppy like a preppy rain, like a preppy college guy.
Yeah.
Right wing, went to a good
Or could it be a gay redneck?
gay rednecks. Yeah.
Gay rednecks. There was gay rednecks.
I suppose there are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably a bit lower on the radar though, aren't they?
Yeah, he would have like sort of some.
They're not like Stanford University.
Yeah, he'd have like a Jim Beam fedora.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
What do you sound like?
And he'd be like, "My name's George. I'm from Baton Rouge, and I love guns. I love guns. I love Jim Beam. I love NASCAR, and I just love shooting. Oh, I love guns. Just like the way they feel. It's so hard and powerful.
You like shooting stuff?
I love shooting stuff. I like shooting the most. Jihadis. That's what I like shooting. You come down here, honey. I'm gonna blow your goddamn head off. All right.
This is refreshing.
Absolutely. Of course I am. I am refreshing.
Look at that. Gay guys who want to kill jihadis.
I am refreshing.
Oh, this is fucking great.
I don't know where a lot of my friends up in San Francisco and New York City, and they're all just like, no, we got to be nice to everybody. Whatever. It's like, goddamn, you Northern Queens, you need to shut the fuck up and wake up to the reality, honey. You come down here.
Load, right?
You got to lock and load, honey. I got a pink AK-47 that's right here, man, and I'll just spray it everywhere. I'll just spray it everywhere like in a fucking bathhouse in the late 1970s, honey.
That's like Prince's guitar. He used to have
Absolutely, honey.
Come shooting at the end.
I would just come shooting everywhere. I'm gonna fucking blow everybody's goddamn head off.
And then you shoot the jihadis.
I'm gonna shoot the jihadis.
And then they plead for mercy. And then what do you do to them?
I plead for mercy. Oh, I'll give mercy, honey.
Oh,
I'll give mercy. Mercy.
Jihadi's not gonna like that.
No. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? Oh boy, I'm gonna show him his last dying wishes. I'm gonna be fucking him, and I'm gonna be like, and just when I kill him, I'm gonna see him smile. I'm gonna see him smile, and he'll be like, you know what? This feels good. I'm like, it feels even better blowing your goddamn head off. You closet case jihadi fuck.
So he gets fucked by you, right? And then he has to go to heaven and have sex with 72 Triggly Puffs for the rest of eternity.
And he's going to have sex with 72 angry, feminist, man-hating bitches. And while he's doing that, and they're all bending him over with the strap on, he's going to be like, I wish it was a man's dick, not a man-hater Triggly Puff fake dick. That's all I'll tell you, honey. All them jihadis are closet cases. They're just angry, repressed homosexuals. They read that silly book called The K-Wrong.
I love this. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. You should do this as a character stand-up. Just go up there and just start talking.
Absolutely, honey. No, this is who I am.
This is like you go up there with your pink AK-47 strapped around your shoulder, right? And your Louis Vuitton bag.
My Louis Vuitton bag.
And your bare meat with your fucking cut-off T-shirt.
I'm going to drive in there with my Dukes of Hazzard
hat.
Dukes of Hazzard hat. I'm going to have my Louis Vuitton bag.
A little pink AK-47.
And I'm going to have a Ted Nugent halter top.
And you're gonna go up on stage and start hating on fucking Islamists.
And I'm just gonna hate all the Islamists. Like, you Muslim, honey, get out of my country. Donald Trump's right. Big Daddy's right.
Oh, this would be fucking
I love Big
great.
Daddy. Big Daddy's gonna take us home, honey.
How much money do I have to give you to do a gig as this character?
Otherwise, I think you should let the Mexicans in because they work for cheap. They work cheap, honey. And you know what? I gotta say it. I'm about saving money and making money, honey. Somebody's going to clean up my shit for 4 cents an hour. Get on those Mexicans. They'll get on their knees. They'll do anything to get in this country.
Dude, how much do I have to pay you?
And plus, some of those Hispanics are so goddamn cute. I met a few of them in prison.
How much do I have to pay you to do a gig in this character?
Oh, my God. I work for anything. Just a couple sangrias, something like that.
Can I dress you as well? I'm going to make sure I dress you, and I'm going to provide the venue, and I'm going to invite the audience. I just want to see the audience's face because they're progressive for Vancouver. Bless them. You should do some commercial drive.
I'm
Maybe
going
at the Havana.
to do that at the soapbox. I'm going to do that at soapbox.
Do this at Soapbox,
Absolutely.
please. Yeah.
I'll come all the way up here from Baton Rouge, honey, and I'm telling you, you progressives, all right, you're all gay rights. Well, I'm gay rights too, but guess what, honey? Time for reality check, and racism ain't that bad if it's right. So get your head out of your fucking quinoa, motherfuckers. You messing with Southern fucking gay pride, honey. Triggly puff, lose some weight, you fat bitch.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, dear. All right, I've been having Penaluna.
I'm whoever the hell I am. I haven't came on name for myself, but keep on listening, honey. I'll put a cap in your ass.
I'm pure Dracula.
Good night.